The US UK spread is widening, meaning like the German debt trades at a premium to American debt. So it's rising faster than American debt's rising. British debt's now trading at an ever widening spread to American debt. So is French debt. You know whose debt isn't doing that? The Italians. Italy is rapidly becoming the safe haven asset of Europe, not France, not the UK, not Germany.
Mm.
Why? Because the United States is backing that out. Actions of millions of dollars, or their hundreds of millions of dollars in their family offices and their small investment firms and their hedge funds and everything else. They're not dumb. They're reading the tea leaves exactly the way I am. And the capital's moving the way I'm saying that the capital's moving that way. And it's only undergirding the analysis. I'm not unique. I'm just following what the markets are doing. Okay. So when you watch it that way, it's very obvious. So the United States is fixing itself. Europe is doubling down on dysfunction because they know they can't get out of it if the United States does fix itself. Because the minute the United States starts to fix itself, capital is going to want to scream across the pond. When it screams across the pond, it means it's a net loss for Europe. Europe's markets start to collapse. Their bond yields start to rise. Their share markets start to roll over. Yada yada. And in the short term, if the United States is also playing games in the currency market to keep their currencies, keep the pound much higher than they should be, it's a double whammy, and reaping all and beginning to reap all the profits and claw them all back from these people. The only ending to this story is a blowout in rates in Europe, collapses of governments, and a collapse of the currency and the collapse of the single currency. When I'm a well-trained Austrian, doesn't talk about timing, talks about processes. These things are in motion. When they collapse, that's up to the gods. Timing is for the gods. I don't have timing. I'm not looking at timing. Every once in a while, I note some things in the charts, historically speaking, which say, well, when the spread gets to this level, British governments tend to fail. The US UK 10-year spread gets above 60 basis points. The prime minister is usually in hot water.